It's time now to go inside innovation, brought to you by DMI. Well, in a span of 54 hours, ideas will be hatched, teams will be formed, products and startups will be born. Startup Weekend Evansville 7.0 will return to the University of Southern Indiana next weekend. And for more on the largest event of its kind in the state, I'm pleased to welcome back to the show co-founder Brian Bordeaux. And Brian, again, as always, welcome to the show.
Thanks, it's great.
All right, let's talk about this weekend. It truly is unique, largest event of its kind in the state. 54 hours of activity next weekend. Take us inside and what it will be like.
As I've read the most unique statement about Startup Weekend, it is summer boot camp meets Shark Tank, compressed in 54 hours. And in that course of the weekend, really focusing on three core areas of learning, networking, and launching. And the learning piece, what I think distinctively separates Startup Weekend Evansville from other events like hackathons and meetups, which have their purpose, but kind of after Startup Weekend Evansville, is it really focuses on the business. What is the intention of the business?
Yep. Growth. This is 7.0, seventh year. That reflects success and growth. How did it all start 7 years ago?
2008 or 2009, it was put on my radar because a couple of guys in Boulder, Colorado that owned a cycle shop were looking for ways to better develop their ideas and friends' ideas. So they came up with this model. Then in 2010, the Kauffman Foundation got behind it, put some money behind it, really shot it full of steroids, created a 501c3, and that's when it blew up to a global model. At any given time, there's a Startup Weekend Evansville going on somewhere in the world.
And talk about the impact, because this is a great networking opportunity, obviously, that takes place next weekend. But there have been some cool things to come out of Startup Weekend.
Absolutely. We've been a really good, described as a catalytical driver or feeder, not only in our community locally, but in the region. We touch 25 different counties as far away as Michigan, but some of the unique outcomes of that have been other Startup Weekends because the model is so replicatable, which we encourage. They come to our event, they're very inspired and see the outcomes from that and replicate. So there's about 3 different Startup Weekends that have come out of ours. The Station Co-work Space that's at Gage Innovation Point, our economic development organization, came out of Startup Weekend. A 5-year running meetup called Evansville Tech on Tap, focused on technology, has come out of Startup Weekend, as well as apps, technology, some drone technology, mushroom growing kits. I mean, it's really across the board.
Some cool ideas.
Coffee shops.
Yeah. As we wrap up, I want to give you a chance to talk about the culture in Southwest Indiana related to innovation and entrepreneurship. And you're at the University of Southern Indiana, have an entrepreneurship minor program getting nationally recognized. There's a lot of momentum down there.
Yep, and we have an Eagle Innovation Accelerator program that's still very embryonic. That takes in some ideas that come out of Startup Weekend as well, to fund those ideas and try to accelerate them to the marketplace as well.
All right, very good. Innovation in Indiana, it's a statewide game. Certainly that will be the case next weekend in Evansville. We'll Startup Weekend Evansville 7.0 at the University of Southern Indiana. Folks can still register as well.
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
Right. Brian Bordeaux, the co-founder of Startup Weekend Evansville. Thanks very much. We'll talk to you soon.
All right.